Collective. What are y'all up to? We're gonna come on and talk prior to this eclipse. Tell you about my week, my crazy weekend. Oh, that it was crazy. My daughter's trying to get me to playing with this. I've been playing with this deck of cards here too. Probably gonna pull a few oracles for y'all. See what the divine has to say from the Alice in Wonderland oracle card deck. Whoever's on here, please talk so I know who to talk to. Who's on here? Anywho, some of the new people that got on here recently, welcome to the channel. I've been on YouTube for a long time. If you're just now catching me, I've been here. I've been hidden. Oh, spiritual warrior. Hi. How you doing? I'm really glad you get my notifications. All in the golden afternoon. Oh, I just now got on here though. So like you get them like really soon. A lot of times people don't get them at all. Or they're not checking their notifications. Or they're not around their phone. I get that. So they have to check it out later. Anyway, wanted to tell you about my cray weekend. What had happened. Ended up getting out of work early on Friday. I manifested that. I kind of would have liked to have got out. They still are, and they're going to be. This eclipse, from what I've heard from other astrologers, is that it's going to reactivate. This energy is going to reactivate again. I think they said in May. This energy does go back to the solar eclipse in Taurus, and it's all connected between that axis. Feeling great now. Saturday was very crazy too. I got a whole story to tell y'all. My trip down there was perfect. Like I said, I manifested getting out of work early. I was out of there by 10:30 in the morning because we were so far ahead in orders. So they let night shift go early. They let my shift go early. And I guess the second shift had to come in, but they only stayed for 4 hours on 2. But who gives a shit about them? I ended up being able to get down to New Jersey by, time was it that I rolled in? Like 2:30. I was at my friend's house. And it was really nice time. Her house is beautiful. Yes, we are crushing it. Call us what do I call it? Triple threat. The other chick with the same name as me and Big Bad Ben. But it's the whole first shift. We ended up hitting, I think it was 1,034 parts today. Yep. 1,034 parts today. It's a lot of times it's hard to even, depends on really honestly what you get coming down the line. It honestly really depends. But it depends on what you're left with. It depends on what you can find. Lots of crazy things. I have zero to do with that. All I know is I cut out the shit. That's all I know. Ended up getting out early. And when I looked at the GPS, it was only, I realized it was a 3.5 hour trip, not technically 5, like I thought it was. And which was cool. GPS took me right there on the way down. That night we got there. Oh, the person who 1,034. We had how many parts was in 1 hour? We had over 300 parts. Don't ask how that happened. I have no idea. Um, Certain parts you get more than one technical one piece when they do the cutting at the other end. But who's counting? Not really me. I don't care. Um, as long as I cut the shit out. Like I said, I get into Jersey, and she had a couple failed. She had like 10 different times where she didn't press the foil, so they had to slide the shit back out and redo it. She's temperamental. Machine's very temperamental. But get into Jersey, get to my friend's house, and she showed me, oh my gosh, the stuff that they did to their house is absolutely beautiful. They gutted a house and remodeled it, redid everything. It's so nice. So congratulations to them. That was a beautiful manifestation of her imagination. Wonderful Gemini she is. And her fiance is the Scorpio. Anywho, that night, collective, me and her, we ended up being pretty naughty. Drank like 2 bottles of wine to her head. Yeah, she had some wine there. We hit that wine pretty hard. And the next day was the day that I don't know if I told you where I was going on Saturday, but I went to a UFO crash site. I talked on here a little bit about Robert Earl White and his channel. Go over and check out his channel and his documentary on the Lower Alloways Creek incident. He tells the whole story about his mom. He saw a UFO crash when he was 4 years old. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing an interview with him. We didn't have time to do the interview on Saturday. Anyway, Friday night, like I said, we got pretty toasted. And her Scorpio fiance took really good care of us, like made us dinner and all that other stuff. And shout out to him. Excellent cook. Saturday morning we wake up. I'm getting around. She's getting around. She's half hungover. I already took Tylenol when I woke up. Saturday, because I'm so used to getting up early, collective, I legit was up by 5:30 in the morning when I could have slept in. So I just got up and listened to a couple of readings and just had some bunch of coffee. Took some Tylenol to make sure I wasn't too hungover, which I wasn't hungover at all. Here's where things started to get really interesting. Then I come to find out that Robert's GPS was going wacky. As soon as I started punching things in to that GPS, and my GPS hasn't been the same since. Oh yeah. Took me home a real wacky way when I left last night, which took me over 4 hours to get home last night. Anyway, some of it could have been this eclipse energy, but I'm pretty sure it's because the paranormal hangs out at those traumatic sites where, UFO crashes and stuff like that. Paranormal hangs out around that stuff. It's all a part of it. Anyways, when we're getting out there, we start seeing this whole line of clouds, which Faith, you have to send me those pictures. I didn't get the pictures yet with that cloud formation. And I knew we were close because as we were driving, I could see the background of the nuclear plant billowing in the background. But prior, like, I don't know, 20 miles prior, before we got there, we started seeing this really weird cloud formation. UFOs like to play in those real thick cloud formations too. A lot of people see them going in and out of those. But all in a golden afternoon. That's That's the one card that actually did flip out. Imagination. I can't even really read these. It's too dark in here. Creative spark, imagination. Interpretation, completion. All in a golden afternoon. Anyways, I got some pictures with me and Robert, and like I said, when I actually have my interview with him, I will let you all know so that you can go and check out his channel. It's going to be me and my daughter, and if my daughter can get her friend over here at the same time, we'll have him too. He also is going to have pictures of me. I'll be telling a little bit about my story and how I got this way. About my near-death experience, my walk-in, the walk-in that kind of came over and helped restore things, took over my body anyway for a little while till I could come back to myself and heal. And anyways, as I'm down there, she's over here getting stuff out, thank God. And the people down at my apartment building also got their stuff out. Then I get, dude, I'm going to have to tell my realtor and my manager, don't message me shit when I'm at work. I don't want to know. You can let me know things after I get out of work, because then it just puts me in a really fucking bad mood. That's one of the other reasons that I know I'm over this. I'm over this area of my life because it just pisses me off at this point. Now I don't care. I don't want to know. Just get the fuck out of my life. There's that same fucking card. It just came out again. Okay. Well, I'm at the UFO crash site, and Robert's telling the story to Faith, and got to meet his significant other, which she's very sweet. She's also an Aries, which is cool. But then we went out to dinner at a place I had a one drink and water at a restaurant sports bar called the Dirty Jersey. Dirty Jerseys or something like that. Oh. And then on our way home, I'm trying to put stuff in the GPS for the directions home, and it said it was going to take me, which only it's only a little bit more than a 45-minute drive. It was saying it was going to take me like 3.5, 4 hours to get home. Thinking that isn't right. Well, it's like I said, it still didn't fix itself. When I was getting ready to come home, I even shut my phone off and turned it back on to try and reset things. My location got all messed up. Hi, Aviator. Oh my God, you haven't been on here in a while. I went to a UFO crash site this past weekend. So I'm kind of talking a little bit about that. I talk about the starseed stuff and everything like that. So, and he is one. He knows it. Well, yeah, it technically wasn't the scenic route, but it was just my GPS went completely wonky. I had to legit go into the Google search bar and type it in for the directions, and then it actually worked. It didn't work when I just brought up location. I mean, it worked, but it was giving me like, I think from a 3.5 hour trip, said it was going to be like 15.5 hours to get home. And that really messed with me. So like I said, when I went to Google and actually had maps bring it up, then it was actually right. I'm like, yeah, that looks better. Yeah, 3.5 hours. That's correct. Even though, like, because I had to stop so often because of. Hi, Fiona. How are you? What are you guys all sensing with this energy? It's pretty crazy. Hey, by the way, remember the crazy coworker on the other shift? She didn't show up today. That was a sign for me. I know that for a fact. I'm thinking, yeah, it was a beautiful day here in PA. She probably took it off. Well, it could take off 3 more. GPS was completely punking me. And I have proof. I showed it to Robert and I showed it to Faith. I'm like, look at this bullshit. And like, I left. And then the other thing that punked me, daylight savings time. I'm thinking I wanted to be home at the same. Oh, it's just been nice. That fall back spring head. Congratulations, Fiona. There's one of us. Congratulations. I'm happy to hear that. See, she took a leap of faith and she got a job. I'm hoping that the rest of the collective chooses to do the same. I understand. Tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to be. I'm telling you, I was fighting again. The last 24, even my drive home last night, I'm listening to some of the, like Molly McCord, and I was listening to some of the other things about some of the other energies and people talking about this eclipse, and I'm like, I don't want to hear that. This whole releasing people, places, thing. Like I've done so much releasing, and I'm thinking, okay, well, there's one other person I'm holding on to, and I was fighting again today, completely fighting, where it's like, here we go again. Like, I'm tired of being back and forth in my head. I really am. And it's just, one point it seems good, and the next point I get a red flag and I hear something that doesn't jive with what I just heard a week or two ago. And it's like, this is almost like a form of fucking gaslighting at this point. So I'm kind of like done. I've been saying this. Damn it. Like, have anybody else been going through telepathic arguments in your head back and forth, where you're picking up on shit and you're energetically picking up on things and you're reading between the lines of what a person is saying versus what they have been saying prior, and they're going back and forth too, and it's like, we don't need this bullshit, not in this energy. We need to make a decision and fucking stick to it. And I think that once we stick to it, it's going to stay stuck. Like, and I think that this is the good release for that. I noticed that all of the purging is happening again, and go figure, because we are, the South Node is in Scorpio right now. Like I said, you're starting a brand new cycle too, Fiona, and that is completely awesome to hear. Well, I've wanted to be in hermit mode. I wish I could be in hermit mode. Hermit mode is my comfort zone now. And the divine is like, get out of your freaking comfort zone. I'm just wondering if the divine is, keep your temper. Oh, yes. Like I said, like I said, I got that freaking message today and with pictures about down at my apartment building, and I see I have brand new freaking high top table and leather chairs down there, and this tenant let their fucking dog chew my leather freaking bar stools. And of course, that's why I said, don't fucking tell me shit while I'm at work at this point. Because I was ready to fucking kill somebody. Because let's just say, that tenant, ex-tenant at this point, works with me. Just put it that way. Jealousy. Not to mention, there were so many ways that they broke the lease, and my manager isn't holding them to the lease. I was supposed to get a 60-day notice. They let them off in 30. They didn't clean anything. They left me a bunch of fucking trash. They let their fucking dog chew my bar stools. Oh, well, we'll get Shumbucks cleaning in here to clean these carpets. And I'm like, look, if I got to go in there and clean on a Saturday, I charge $100 an hour. Oh, no, we'll just get the lady that we have clean out the rentals. We'll just hire her. No. It's my fucking apartment. If I want to charge $100, they ain't getting her fucking security deposit back when they wrecked my furniture. They didn't hold up to the lease. And by the way, the grass is like this fucking tall because the last month and a half, they didn't cut it. Because they knew that they were going to try and fuck me and move. Because they were mad I upped the rent $50. So, I'm really trying to hold my temper, collective. This would be me. Right today. What, do you see the resemblance? Yes. This is why I'm done being a landlord. A brand new high top table with fucking 2 chairs that fit perfectly right there. This is why I'm done being a landlord. People do not respect it when it's not their shit. And it seems to me, don't worry, I'm going to freaking take that bill down there too, because I'm going to have to get 2 matching bar stools for that table, and they're fucking paying for it. It's coming out of their they shouldn't get none of the security deposit back. Here's what my intuition is telling me, that the manager ended up helping them find another place and moved out of mine. That's what I'm thinking. That's why she's being so coy about it, and I'm over it. Let me find out. Because I'll fire her ass real fucking quick. I don't even need her at this point. So, she didn't go in until 8 days later after they moved out. Obviously, she didn't go in and do any inspections in the fucking place like she was supposed to. So, whose fault really is it? I pay them 10% of the rent to do that stuff, for my stuff not to get destroyed. And yeah. Anywho, that's just my little gripe for today. This is why Blue Flame is done being a fucking landlord. And this river rat over here finally moved the fuck out for the most part. I guess she brought that dumpster's hardly full at all, so I'm probably gonna have to go in there and rip everything out. The dumpster's still out here. I'm gonna have to be doing this over the next few days. So let's talk about that. She didn't call me today, and I told her she tried. Dude, I'm getting all these phone calls when I'm on my trip in Jersey. And I'm like, I don't need to be hearing this right now. My realtor's calling saying this and that needs moved, like the refrigerator down there. And I'm thinking, that's my property. I'll move it when I'm damn well good and ready. I'll move it. I'll make sure everything's off out of that property by the time it sells. I ain't moving it before. I'll do it when I feel like it. I don't give a shit if it's not a good selling point. It will be when it's gone. So it'll get moved when I'm good and ready. Not to mention, I need to store it over here. So I got to get this cleaned out from the trash bag that lived here. But don't worry, all the pictures of all this shit is going right up on fucking Facebook for everybody to know these people are trash. Don't run to them. This is how mad I am. I'm just glad I don't have to deal with this no more, collective. I'm just glad I don't have to deal with this shit no more. All right, let's get off of that. Hold my temper. God, you know what to do. You fuck me over. I'm one of your kids. You get them. Anyway, tired of people ripping me out of fucking money and destroying my properties. So I'm over it. Um. Oh, and the argument I had going back and forth in my brain today, which I've been having the last Aries full moon, and this last eclipse where all I did was cry, but it was for good reasons. But I'm telling you, it's like nobody fucking gets it. And like I said, I feel like I'm gaslighting myself at this point. Because I get told one thing and then I hear other that doesn't jive with what I just heard, and thinking, okay, how do you plan on doing that and doing that? Yeah, well, let's not even look. If you can't hold you up to your end of the bargain, I don't want no end of the bargain. So I'm just honestly collective. I'm at the point where it's like I kind of just want to have a big, huge fucking sale of everything that I own besides my vehicles and move. I don't want to buy nothing. I don't want to fucking, I just want to get out of here. That's pretty much where I'm at. I'll walk away with $1 million. I'll be happy to. I'll go somewhere and move somewhere in another fucking country. That's where I'm at right now. I hate it here. I hate this area. I don't like this place. I don't like the people. I don't like people. But I do as well as I can, and I think getting away from the situationship that's about to emerge without building any new karma within that situationship would be the best bet for me and for him. I think it would. Then there's no more reoccurring. I'm honestly thinking about just I'm highly considering like ghosting and just not responding to any more calls or messages. That's kind of where I'm at. Like hitting the fuck you button and just not fucking like consider me dead and gone type of feeling that I'm really getting with this. I'm thinking, but is that the proper way? Yeah, sometimes it is. He's done it to people. Maybe I should. I mean, from March through now, it's yeah, I love you. Yeah, I care. Yeah, I want to be with you. Oh, let's just take a step back and see where this goes. And I mean, it just kept on getting less and less committed and less committed to we're best friends to yeah. And I'm done at this point. I don't want to invest any more of my time, energy, money, nothing into anything that has to do with anything in this area except for me, myself, and I. Catch my drift. Anybody who's done fucked me over. So, I said the energies are real strange and really weird. And like I said, all day today, I was kept on getting angrier and angrier. I was just in a bad mood. And then I get those pictures, and then the realtor, should I say my apartment, my manager call or messages, and that just put me in a worse mood. Oh, I lit into her. I said I'm gonna treat that place exactly like they do at this point. I give no fucks what it looks like. I don't care at this point. Since they don't care and you don't care, I no longer care either. You can tell Danny I said that. Since you don't care, you're not gonna hold him responsible. Why should I? I don't care. I'm selling that bitch. Bye. Don't respond. Don't talk to me no more. I gotta go back to work. See ya. It's pretty much my response. Like I said, I think she's in it with them or something. I'm like, oh yeah, those were your model tenants, right? Cheers. Anywho, don't worry, I'm gonna get a hold of them and actually distributes these checks, and I'm gonna tell them, do not release that security deposit to them. Nope. They can sue me for it. After all the damage they just left. Yep. Let them sue me for it. There's loopholes specifically they didn't abide by. And one of them was that 60-day notice. They only gave me like 15 and she let it go. No, it don't work that way. It's supposed to be a 60-day notice, which is 2 months. So I told her, I said, I'll be going in this weekend. Let me find out there's fleas in there. Yep. Let the fucking dogs chew my shit. Destroy the furniture because it was full furnished apartment. And destroyed the furniture in there? Yeah. Great idea. Anyways. I'll never be doing this with anybody ever again. I'm so glad I'm fucking done. Like I said, my identity as a landlord is over. I don't give no shits. I care about as much as they do. She said about, well, so-and-so says you try if you can get the lawnmower going. I don't care. If it gets mowed, oh well. If it doesn't, oh well. Because I ain't doing it. I don't care. Don't care. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done. And last I knew, there was 2 property owners, not just me. You see, his name's on the thing to sell, so he can go over there and fucking do some shit. How about that? Not just me at this point. I work more hours than he does. Yep. Sorry I'm complaining and murmuring, but I had to tell you, this was my day. All this going down, and I'm just like, this eclipse energy for me is just pressure, and more fucking pressure. Thank God I do have a job that's a little bit of normalcy. A little bit. That's the only thing not giving me stress today. Like I said, the blonde freak that with the ankle bracelet didn't come in today, so that really made my day better. That made my day much better. I didn't have to feel that creepy energy. Thank you, Divine, for saving me there. I know, and that's all that it has been is stress. Oh, don't worry. You're going to see exactly what the slob back here over here did, because I'm going to go live on YouTube and show you what fucking mess I got left over here. I didn't even see it yet, so we're going to do an unveiling together of how these fucking people treat my properties. So when I go in over here, I'm going to show you exactly what the fuck I've been dealing with on the other side of my property. Like I said, this dumpster out here is only not even halfway full. I can't wait to go in and see what fucking slobby, fucking disgusting, putrid mess I still am left over here. I can't wait. And I'm going to take you all in with me so y'all can see what the fuck landlords deal with. You all can see what we deal with. And anybody that talks trash about landlords and being like, oh, well, blah, 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 and talking shit about having to pay rent and all that other shit, I'm going to show you what the fuck, why your rent is so fucking expensive. I'm going to show you. so you all can see for yourself. Maybe I'll do that during the eclipse tomorrow. I'm going to take you over and show you. Because I got a fucking key. I just didn't go in there because I gave her to the 31st to get her shit out. And then I gave her an extra week. So when I go in over here, I'm going to take you all in with me. So you guys can have a little bit of pity on landlords instead of bitching and whining and complaining about having to fucking pay rent. You want to know why your rent's so high? Because of people like I've been fucking dealing with. I can show you what I fucking deal with. So, and I can't wait to bring in a contractor to tell you exactly how much it's going to cost to fucking demo this over here, gut it, and redo it. That's why. This is why I'm never renting out to anybody ever again. My identity as a landlord, after that place down there sells, is over. Done. Anywho. Enough of that rant. My place is beautiful. What she did over fucking here, I can only imagine. So if she gets on here, I suggest you get in there and fucking clean the rest of it out before I put all your fucking disgusting, putrid shit all over for the world to see. Yep. Because I ain't fucking around with people at this point. Nobody. That Emperor energy, because we know the node shifts into Aries and Libra next year. People will be like, oh, that must be nice to be a landlord and own properties. When your property taxes are what they are, and your homeowner's insurance is what it is, yeah. Between property taxes and homeowner's insurance, you're looking at $5,000 to $6,000 just for that a year. Stuff that you never really even need. Taxes every fucking year for that. It's just money you just give away just to say you're a landlord, and that's not including the rental permit. The water and sewage bill, the maintenance, wear and tear. Oh, people bitch and whine and complain. Oh my God, my rent is $750 a month. Oh my God. Gee, I wonder why. Because of trash. So I get so frustrated when I see people just sit there and fucking, then they try and cry and manipulate through tears. Fuck your tears at this point. If that isn't some scorpionic freaking Aries Emperor energy, Saturn says save your fucking tears. If anybody should be crying, it should be me. Because I'm the one that's going to have to pay for the bullshit and do all the work. And yeah, I'm going to get a lawyer and I'm suing them. Oh, yes. Yep. I was going to be nice. I'm no longer. I'm deciding not to. I'll see you in court. She wasn't very happy on the first when I rolled up and said, "Where's my key?" Well, I don't have it. What do you mean you don't have it? You went and unlocked. The door is unlocked. Where's my fucking... Well, I didn't get anything out yet. Like, yeah, I noticed. I didn't see a fucking dumpster out here. Now I do see a dumpster out here. And there's only fucking halfway full. So when I go in there tomorrow and I start going through that thing after I go vote with a fucking, like a freaking wrecking ball. I came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah. That's why she hurried up and went and got a U-Haul. And got the shit out she still wanted. Because everything's fucking going. Everything. We're probably gonna have to get 5 dumpsters to fucking get rid of all that shit. One dumpster ain't gonna do it. Nope. From what I'm hearing. Anyway. Can't wait to see what's in the refrigerator and freezer. Sure, she left everything for me to clean. Fucking disgusting hogs. Yeah, well, like I said, people wonder why their rent is so expensive. That could be why. I'm so glad to fucking be done with this bullshit. I am. I am. So my Blue Flame went and got a 3D job. Like I said, and then when I sell that fucking property, I technically wouldn't even need the 3D job. Then it'll just be a bonus. Because when I fucking sell that down there, this shit will be paid off. And then if I sell this on top, oh, by the way, I found out, like I said, this was worth 290,000. Well, it's gonna be worth more when I fucking refinish the whole inside of that. Oh yes, I'm gonna have like a year to do everything. So it could be why the divine has pulled me back from YouTube so much. Because I'm gonna have a lot of freaking energy and time I'm gonna need to spend in the physical. I've showed you guys some of the shit that I fucking put up with at that apartment building. Tenant after tenant after tenant, and they all are disgusting. I haven't found one decent. I thought I had decent tenants. Nope. Not even a boat agency could find decent tenants. Nope. So, thought we did. So she sent me pictures today. I'm like, she's like, you might want to throw this furniture out. No, you might want to fucking shampoo it with Shumbuck's carpet cleaning that you said you're gonna do to hire to fucking clean the carpets that they never fucking cleaned. Disgusting pigs. So don't worry, I'm going down this weekend. Let me find out. I know exactly what that place looked like when they moved in, and so do you. Don't sit there and be like trying to stick up for these fucking tenants. You were put in place 10% of the fucking rent of this place every fucking month to protect this property, and look at it. Because you didn't go and do your job either. That was all today. Now y'all see why I'm like, I don't even want to deal with this fucking shit. It's so fucking... I was so mad at work. And I felt bad for my coworkers like all afternoon. I'm like, just don't talk to me. I was pissed. Like, it was all over my face after lunch. I showed the other chick who works with me, I showed her the pictures. And she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. This is what I put up with being a landlord. Just wait till she sees the pictures when I take them over here. The bonus is it's been 70 degrees here in PA. So we haven't had the cold snap yet, thank God. I hope that we don't. I hope it stays 70 all fucking winter. I do. Let's do a meditation. 70 degrees all winter, spirit. Because this is wonderful on the heating bill. 70 degrees all winter. Wonderful on the heating and electric bill. Yes. Apparently the elites didn't turn off the heat yet. We know they control the weather now, right? Like, it's not technically God that controls our weather no more. No, they figured out a way to fucking control our weather. I'm really sorry for getting on here and complaining. Figured I'd give you the Scorpio update. Taurus, this is all that value. Yep, harp. Like I said, I'm up every day at 4:45. Them bitches at that office ain't. Then they're fucking bothering me when I'm on vacation and I'm at work. I'm over it. Get a hold of the other property owner at this point. I'm done. Don't talk to me no more. Just let me know when someone wants to buy the fucking place. That's pretty much all I care about. Let me know when someone's going in to buy it. I'll be there to sign the fucking papers. I'm done. Done. Tell Jeff, guess what? The rest of this is yours for the next few months. You're the only one getting a check out of this bitch. I'm not. So you can do all the work now. You can deal with them. You can talk to both these bitches. I'm done. Done. I'm going to worry about me and my work like he did for the last 15 fucking years. That's all he did. Didn't help out with any of this shit. So, he's going to be getting his cut as soon as it's over. As soon as it sells. In the meanwhile, he's the only one getting a check written out to him every fucking month. He can go and deal with the fucking rigmarole and bullshit. Maybe we'd have better luck if he did. That might be what I do tomorrow. I'm going to text the manager and I'm going to text the realtor and say, only let me know when it's time to sign papers. I'm done. You let him know when anything needs done. Okay? Good. Because I have my own life to live at this point. I'm done with this. What do you think? I think that's a great idea. I don't want to hear no more about it. All I'm going to do is make sure I get in there and get my shit out. That's all I care about. Yep. Fully furnished apartment. And the manager doesn't want to go after them about the furniture. Their pets destroyed. Really? This is why people don't allow pets in rentals, by the way. Because of that. I was always kind enough to allow people to have their pets and they let them fucking destroy my shit. And then they complain about it when you raise the rent $50. The whole entire time they've lived there. $50? They can go fuck themselves. Welcome to the Scorpio Eclipse. Excuse me. Taurus Eclipse. Like I said, I got Venus there. And it's right on my Venus degree. That value and all of that. Yeah, it's on my Venus degree. So I'm fucking done. Done. It's 15 degrees right on my Venus degree. Even though Saturn's 18, so it's kind of conjunct. But yeah, it's really hitting the Scorpio too. Of course, you might not want to get rid of those properties. Oh, fuck that. Why wouldn't I? Rather sell and fucking get rid of it. I don't want no more responsibility there. I only owe myself responsibility at this point. I've done it for 15 years. I'm done. That is definitely going to be what I do tomorrow. I'm going to message them both and say, you let me know when it comes time to sign papers. Other than that, don't contact me anymore. Contact the other homeowner. Here's his number for the manager. Don't contact me no more. I don't care. I think that's fair. Just till it sells here in a couple months. I think he can deal with it. I dealt with 15 years. You can deal with it for 2-3 months. I think that's great. I think he made out. Anywho. That's pretty much the energy. It's kind of volatile. Weighing up your pros and cons, seeing where things aren't balanced and getting balance in those areas, and saying, fuck what don't make sense anymore, and fuck anybody who screwed you over. Oh shit, I've been really leaving the F-bombs on here. I bet this is going to be a really censored stream. So, tell you what, the energy was kind of volatile there the other day when I did the reading. I was all over y'all about getting out there and doing your thing. Like I said, them was supposed to be my buffer to all of this. So, like, I could either be talking nasty negative to tenants if I didn't know her personally. You know, she'd be under the bone agency too. By the way, I wouldn't recommend them to manage nothing. So, nope, never again. Apparently, they're all for the tenants too. Don't worry, I'm gonna get a hold of June tomorrow and say, do not cut them a check. They can sue me for the freaking, and then I'll know. Let me find out if they found them another place for them to move out of my gut. Yeah, that's what my gut's instinct telling me. Sneaky, conniving, fucking people. Supposed to be working for me. Sure. But on a lighter note, yeah, these are the type of things that it's cleaning up the fucking mess after the freaking Uranus disaster. Calm after the storm. Getting everything back to normal. Never doing that bullshit ever again and going in a different direction. It's what we're supposed to do. It's what we're called to do. It's what we're going to do. But my trip ended up really good. I did get home late. I should have known that today was kind of going to be crazy too, because this eclipse energy always is. You know, it is. And it's always what's staying and what's dude. These eclipses this year was probably the heaviest, I think, out of any eclipse I've ever dealt with. Was these ones. Hold up a minute. The Capricorn Brigade on my moon opposite my Saturn in Cancer was pretty rough too. I was doing a lot of inner child stuff, a lot of inner healing that I couldn't even fucking deal with anything at that point. The desolation, just a fucking fuck shit. A lot of that was during 2019, 2020. Horrible. If you guys remember that, if you're a cardinal sign, yeah, felt really bad for Cancer, and I felt all that shit was square in Libra, square in my sun and Chiron. It's like I'm trying to find a nice balance in between of not getting too mean, but being firm, and not getting too lenient and too docile. Like, where's the medium there? There isn't any. Like, you got to be one or the other. This when you're dealing with people. So I said it's just easier to fucking get into Matrix, just not be of it. When there be your magical self, you get a bigger audience anyway. Trust me, people will watch you. Just you gotta be yourself. I said this is me all the time. I give no fucks. I'm the same way. You wanna know if anybody on in my job would get on these videos, they would be like, yeah, that's exactly how she is in at work. It is. I ain't any different. I'm just as much of an asshole. But I'm a funny asshole. Oh well. You know. I'm usually nice and kind to everybody. It's just my personality is like, I no holds barred. Give no fucks really about, like, I care about people's feelings, but I don't really care about fuck shit. Drama. I don't. Like I said, I care about what's going on in the inside of me, my collective of people, my closest people around me, and fuck everything else. That's God to bless my bank account. That's pretty much it. Y'all can have that fucking he said, she said, and did you hear about this? And did you hear about that? Nah, unless you get it straight from the horse's mouth like you're getting it from me. There's not one single fucking person that can come on here that said I ever exaggerated anything. Like I said, I'm going to come on with receipts when I go in there and show you. I didn't, like I said, I didn't even go in there yet. My dad kind of told me. So when I go in through that fucking front door, you guys are all going to see what I got fucking left with. And hopefully I can find on my other phone the pictures of what it looked like prior. I have them somewhere. I know I have some on my computer. I sure do. Of what this looked like before I freaking rented it to the slob and her slob ass kids. Yep. Anywho, welcome to volatile energy of Taurus and Scorpio. I'll be fixing that place up till fucking 2024 from what I'm hearing. That's pretty much what they told me down at the code office when he walked in and saw it. It's like, Lisa, you got to be realistic. You're like, it's going to take probably till next summer till you can even get it. And I'm thinking, is it really that bad? Because I didn't go in there. Great. Like I said, I still didn't go in and see it yet because I already know I'm going to flip my fucking lid. It's part of the reason why I wanted her and her shit out of there before I did go in there, because I didn't want to catch a charge. You know what I mean? Because I very well could. Like I said, I'll catch a charge in court. I'll see her there. I get it. She's dealing with freaking. She's a Leo, so she's dealing with all these fucking squares. Well, I've dealt with them too. I didn't leave my fucking house go like that. It's disgusting. That's what I was told. I know. Good thing I can do mostly everything myself. Like, the only thing I'm really going to have to pay anybody for is to go in and redo the fucking plumbing because she left the fucking plumbing go. So I'm going to have a plumber go in there and freaking fix the leaks. So, before I can turn on the heat, like I said, the divine has been pretty lenient with me. With the weather and stuff, that we didn't have any freezing weather yet. So, it's not going to be long now, though, you know? So I'm going to have to get a plumber in there in the next 2 weeks. I don't have a choice. It's a good thing that this dumpster's still out here because I'm going to have to go in there and fucking start ripping and tearing. As of tomorrow. Good times. Not to mention, not just that, I got to go down to the other apartment and see all the damage that's left there. And them fucking people. The time, yeah, being a landlord is always a good time. Like I said, if I have to go in and clean it, it's $100 an hour because it's on a weekend. Yep, for my time. We'll just get a regular cleaning person to go in and do it that does the rentals when people move out. Really? Because last I knew, it was my fucking apartment and my building. I can go in and clean it if I want to, and I can charge whatever the fuck I want to because it's my building. Right? I know I have one. I'm going to get a hold of them. The thing is I didn't want him going in there while it was a fucking disgusting mess. And she just took her good old time the last fucking 2 months of getting her shit out. So yeah, I'm going to find one. Don't worry about that. I got to get somebody in there to go find where the fucking leaks are. That means I'm going to turn the water on. Because the water's been turned off. Around here, it's not hard to find a freaking heater and a plumber. It's not. But it is a pain in the ass because I don't even know where the leak is. That's one of the things I got to figure out. And I can't, like I said, I couldn't turn the heat on because of water. The leaks was leaking onto the fucking furnace. The boiler, yeah. She burned up the boiler and the fucking hot water heater from not telling me it was leaking over there. Because she knew she'd have to fucking clean up before anybody went in there. She still hasn't cleaned up yet. Then giving me excuse why I was working during that time. I don't care. For the last 2 months? No, you weren't. Not the whole fucking time. If you're in there cleaning, I don't give a fuck how late you are. Just not allowed to stay there. So, on that note, yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. But I have a couple names for plumbers. I can get someone in there. Anyway, I gotta get off here. Welcome to the trials of being a landlord, ex-landlord. Like cleaning up after bullshit. I'm out. I love you guys. What is the next new moon? Sagittarius. Flamethrower. My North Node's in Sag. Yep, sure is. No, wait a minute. Yep. New moon would be in Sagittarius. Full moon, Gemini. Ooh. Communication is going to switch and change. It's going to happen next month. Get ready, collective. I love you. Have a good night. Bye.